On the plane, the passengers in the cabin turned out to be assassins in disguise, and as soon as he boarded, he became a victim of a murder attempt. After drinking the whiskey handed to him by the man next to him, George suddenly felt dizzy. He realized that the drink was tampered with. Despite his strong willpower as a secret agent, he struggled to stand up. He planned to head to the bathroom to recover, but after taking just 2 steps, he collapsed. By coincidence, the man next to him happened to catch him, and then dragged George into the bathroom. Due to the effects of the drug, George had no strength to resist. The assassin thought George was finished, and continued admiring his acting skills in the mirror, but he didn't notice that George had managed to struggle to his feet. Just as George desperately lunged at the assassin, his body once again gave out, and he collapsed uncontrollably. Helpless, George was once again beaten. The assassin then stepped on George's hand, preparing to strangle him to death. However, the assassin didn't realize that George had pushed his foot against the toilet, using the chance to retaliate and successfully take down the man. After catching his breath, George looked toward the shower area in the bathroom, and a self-rescue plan popped into his mind. He crawled into the shower, where the cold water helped him regain some clarity. Then, struggling, he got up, grabbed the shower gel from the wall, and drank it to induce vomiting. The reason George ended up on this death flight was because of a protection mission. A few hours earlier, he had received a call from his former boss and ex-girlfriend. She asked George to carry out a protection mission, because the CIA had found the long-sought hacker Ghost in Bangkok. Due to a mistake by Commander Mike during the capture attempt, they not only alerted the target but also lost the entire team. Later, the CIA learned that Ghost planned to secretly fly to San Francisco, but there was no available tactical team at the location. So, the overall supervisor, Catherine, thought of George. Years ago, George had witnessed a diplomat abusing a young girl, and although he was originally a bodyguard, he cruelly took the diplomat down. For this, he was disavowed by the CIA and placed on their wanted list. At that time, Ghost was in Bangkok, so Catherine contacted George and promised that if he completed the mission, she would do her best to have the warrant against him revoked. Though George was extremely reluctant, he agreed, albeit begrudgingly, for the sake of his freedom. He then arrived at the airport. As soon as he entered the hall, he was locked on by surveillance. A few minutes later, a person approached him and quietly handed him a document. Just as he was about to board, he received a message from his ex-girlfriend, saying the warrant had not been revoked yet. By this time, George had already reached the identity verification area. To avoid suspicion, he reluctantly handed over his documents. The staff tried scanning a few times but failed. The supervisor thought there was a problem with the equipment and came over personally to assist George. Luckily, the delay gave time for his information to be uploaded, and when the supervisor scanned it, everything went smoothly. Once inside, George contacted his ex-girlfriend to ask for more details about the mission. She told him that the hacker, Ghost, had exceptional talent, and that wherever he appeared, videos would be distorted. The CIA had not yet obtained a photo of him. George was speechless, but she did provide one useful piece of information. Ghost had been injured in the abdomen, and he was definitely on this flight. George decided to investigate based on this clue. After boarding, he quickly scanned the cabin, planning to act once the flight became stable.